How many thoughts do you have in a day? It's around 60,000. And the crazy part, most of them are repetitive, useless, and completely out of your control. Well, that used to be me, overthinking everything. What others think, what might happen, what could go wrong. Until I came across this book, Think Straight by Darius Forex, and it genuinely shifted how I think. Here are 5 key learnings from that book that actually stuck with me, and it might help clear your mind too. The first one is obvious but uncomfortable. Only focusing on things within your control. Think about the last time you were stressed. Was it really something you could change, or were you just stuck in your head, replaying scenarios and imagining outcomes? Because that's what we do. We waste our energy on things like what others think of us, future results, and situations that are already out of our hands. But none of that actually changes anything. What does help is shifting your attention back to things that you can control: your actions, your effort, your response. I started noticing this in my own life. And when I stopped trying to control everything, my mind got quieter. Not perfect, just clearer. And that alone makes a huge difference. The second idea changed how I look at burnout. The author talks about the concept of hitting a mental wall. When you're putting in efforts but not getting the results, or simply you're not satisfied with the outputs. You reach a point where nothing makes sense anymore. You feel stuck, drained, like your brain just gave up. But that's actually the moment before your brain is about to level up. Earlier, I used to think that I wasn't capable enough, but now I see it differently. It's not failure, it's capacity. You've pushed your brain to its current limit, and instead of forcing more, you need to step back, reset, and come back stronger. This phase can last anywhere from a couple of weeks to even a month. But the key here is to pace yourself. Don't slack off completely. Keep putting in efforts, keep showing up. Just structure it better. Because on the other side of that wall is growth. Because every time I felt this kind of burnout, it was right before my brain understood something bigger or improved at something I was struggling with. So instead of panicking when you hit a mental wall, take it as a signal. Pause, rejuvenate, and then come back stronger. The third idea is something most people get wrong. Don't get lost in the past, reflect upon it. There's a difference. Getting lost in the past is just replaying old memories, feeling nostalgic, or regretting upon things you can't change. But reflection is different. It's intentional. One thing that's helped me here is journaling. Just writing down what I was thinking, what happened in my life, and what I learned. When you read those entries later, you start seeing patterns. You understand how you used to think, the mistakes you repeated, and what actually mattered. It gives you perspective. So, yeah, go back to the past, but not to stay there, only to learn. The fourth idea is kind of an extension of that. Clear your mind by expressing yourself. Most of the times, our thoughts don't feel heavy because they're complicated, but because they're unprocessed. They're just sitting there, cluttering your head. And the easiest way to deal with it is to get them out. It could be journaling, writing, or other things like sketching or music. You can even dance in your bathroom. No one's looking. The goal here isn't even to be good at it. It's to clear mental space. Because once things are out of your head, they are easier to understand. The last idea is probably the most important one. You must always maintain the inequation: action greater than your thoughts. Stop overthinking, start acting. We often assume that more thinking leads to better decisions, but most of the times it leads to delay. You keep planning, imagining, but nothing actually moves forward. Or maybe you just get stuck in your analysis paralysis. And I've been there, spending more time thinking about doing something than actually doing something. Remember the first point where I told you about focusing on things that are within your control? Well, this is your control. Give your best to it by acting. You can start with this simple rule: not perfect action, just action. Because clarity, it doesn't come from thinking more, it comes by acting, by making mistakes and adjusting. And once you realize that, you stop waiting for the perfect moment and just start. So these were the first 5 things that changed how I think. But the next 5 go even deeper, especially around time, money, and how you actually live your life. And trust me, some of those things completely changed how I take my decisions nowadays. So stick around for part 2. If you've come this far in this video, comment down the idea that you're going to implement first in your life. And if you've gained anything valuable from this video, consider subscribing it, liking it, and share it maybe. This is Vinansh Pipre signing off.